Already just this morning from the Israeli Ministry of Defense, this is breaking as of this morning, quote, "The residents of Tehran will pay the price and soon because the arrogant dictator from Tehran has become a cowardly murderer who fires targeted shots at the civilian home front in Israel to deter the IDF from continuing the attack that is collapsing its capabilities." I will say, look, I don't celebrate the attacks on any civilians. I have friends who live in Tel Aviv and in Israel. I literally I'm so worried about them, but it's a little, it's a little on the nose to be talking about civilian attacks and civilian infrastructure hits from the head of the Israeli military. However, look, what we do know, as you said, is that the damage on Iran, I don't want anyone to take away from this that Israel has taken more damage. No, they've taken more damage than most people expected for a massively militarized Western nation with the full support of the Western Empire. But Iran has been taking an absolute beating here. They have hundreds of civilians and or military leaders that have been killed. Of course, it's always difficult to know which, but the idea that, especially with their air defense as to where it is right now, they're trying and they have some capability, but they have not, the Israelis are claiming total air superiority. If they want to start leveling massive, neighborhoods in Tehran, it's going to happen, and it will unfortunately likely very quickly. Last thing, also just to show everybody the level of penetration the Israelis have inside of Tehran. Can we go ahead and play A8, please, and show people this? This is flagged by a friend of our show, Trita Parsi. You actually have car bombs that were being set off around downtown Tehran. Trita Parsi says this is, quote, literally the definition of terrorism. A lot of it are targeted assassinations. There's been stories of this probably for the last decade or so, right, of Iranian nuclear scientists getting into their car only for it to explode. But the level of penetration, obviously, that Mossad had in the IRGC is unbelievable. I mean, just from a pure craft perspective, they were able to build a drone facility and all in there. And a lot of this was being pumped out into the sphere in the immediate times of the war.